What's good, fam? It's Mr. Kelly with Good of the Hood, talking about anything and everything that impacts the culture. And today, there's been a little bit of a turn of events. It appears that Chris Rock will be suing Will Smith. And it makes complete sense now as to why Chris Rock hadn't said anything, and this hasn't been officially released. So let me go ahead and preface that. But he was caught speaking with a major law firm. And this law firm is a law firm that has represented huge multi-billion-dollar companies in other high-profile lawsuit type cases. Okay, and he met with them, and so it appears that the wheels are in motion for him to sue. And what could he sue for, really? Well, he can't sue for damages per se in the sense of proving that he's lost money. Because in fact, his ticket prices have gone up and shows are selling out quicker. So in theory, if he were to sue for that, then the defendant, Will Smith, would then say, no, he's actually made money off the ordeal. Okay, but that doesn't mean he can't ask for it. But he can sue for, I think he can sue for the fact of just bodily damage and humiliation and so on and so forth, because in theory, this has impacted his reputation. Maybe because of the controversy, even though he didn't initiate it, perhaps certain companies or movies or whatever, maybe they just want to steer clear from the whole thing and they don't want to do any business with Will Smith or Chris Rock. Perhaps it's damaged damaged Chris Rock's brand. The internet is permanent. So that slap will be on the internet for generations to come. So now Chris Rock's legacy is impacted. So I think he can maybe go after Will Smith in that regard. There could be some other legal ramifications or legal things that he can go after to pursue. So if any of you out there know, definitely comment and definitely enlighten and inform the rest of us, right? He can definitely sue the Academy. To me, that's the easy one. That's the no-brainer because they didn't provide security. They didn't provide security. Celebrity or not, you can't just have somebody walk up there and then physically assault someone. And as far as the Academy is concerned, they employ Chris Rock to be the host, right? So now his employer did not provide proper security, proper safety, the way that they handled the whole ordeal. So now the guy that hit me is now still sitting in the audience 40 feet away from me, right? So the whole way that they orchestrated that was piss poor at best, right? So Chris Rock, I was doing some research here. Chris Rock currently, as it stands, is worth $60 million. Not too bad. If Chris Rock takes Jim Carrey's advice and sues Will Smith for $200 million, he can essentially triple up. Now that's of course if he was awarded the full $200 million. He can go for that. You know, those of you that have been involved with a lawsuit, you go for the high dollar amount or what you really, really want or what you think, maybe even a little higher, because through the negotiation process, right, it's going to go down. So even that notwithstanding, let's say he gets $100 million. Let's say he goes for 2, he gets 100 from Will Smith, right? He's worth 60 now. He'll double up. And the Academy, that's a whole separate ordeal. That's a whole separate lawsuit, right? So there's all of that. So Chris is smart to have not really said anything because, of course, anything you say can be brought up, right? On Chris's tour, from what I understand, he didn't even make any jokes about the situation. He brought it up real briefly, and that was it. Now, his brother, Tony Rock, obviously went a little bit further and said what he said as far as basically, he ain't gonna let it ride. So that's that. Now, as far as Will Smith is concerned, I think the case looks pretty bad. Not just for the obvious that it's on record, obviously on tape, like it's the slap heard around the world. Like everybody got a video of it now, right? I mean, I posted the video, so everybody already knows about the slap. But aside from that, what looks really piss poor is then Jaden Smith. Remember, he went on social media, was like, "That's how we do." And, they're kind of doubling down on, like, that's normal behavior in the Smith household. Like, we dysfunctional and toxic through and through. Mom, dad, children, the whole deal. So it just looks bad. Will resigning, obviously, from the academy. He's already, that's him accepting fault and guilt already because he's full aware. But look, the big thing is Chris Rock is probably going to be suing Will Smith. Like I said, he was spotted speaking with a major law firm, taking that meeting, and it's going to be huge. I mean, as far as court cases amongst celebrities, this is probably going to be one of the biggest ones where, in the big scheme of things, not as bad, right? Sure, he was slapped on live TV, right? But it's not a situation. It's not the OJ case. Like, nobody got murdered. It's not a situation where, it's like Aaron Hernandez, where he ends up being a serial killer and there's, whatever. Like, it's nothing like that. But nonetheless, this is the whole ordeal. And I said in my previous videos that I knew this wasn't going to be over with. I knew it wasn't going to be over with. And in fact, if you watch the video before this, it spoke on when I did even before that, where I said comedians are going to go ham, dude. And what you going to do, smack everybody? Because like I said before, Kerry Holcomb is dragging them, right? It's crazy. So anyway, Chris Rock is suing Will Smith, more than likely. We'll see what's going on with that. I'll keep you guys abreast of what I find out on that information. Still looking into a little bit more. And I don't know anything else that's going on in the Rock family. I don't know if Tony Rock is still on the warpath or if Chris is telling his people, like, oh, fall back and let's go ahead and get this bread and then everybody can eat on the Smith's dime. We'll see what's what, right? But until next time, this is Mr. Kelly with Good to the Hood.